Don't push me.
Yo, so these past few weeks I was in the US of A, and let me tell you, it's so good to be back in the UK with my cup of tea and making my first video in 2024. But one thing that blew my mind whilst I was in America was using my cousin's Meta Quest 2. Now, I've always seen VR headsets as a bit too gimmicky and just too dystopian for my liking. But we can't even go 5 minutes these days without checking our mobile phones. What's life gonna be like if VR headsets become a normal thing to have in society? Don't get me wrong, I have been exposed to VR stuff in the past, mainly play some random levels in a random game shop like 4 years ago, and it was a lot of fun back then. I mean, turning around and shooting zombies or whatever it was incredibly therapeutic. But it wasn't until I tried the Meta Quest 2 a couple of weeks ago that my mind was blown by where virtual reality is heading. I didn't have a lot of games to choose from, but one title that had me hooked was Vader Immortal Episode 3. I couldn't even tell you what the story is about or how the missions played out because I didn't do them, but what I can tell you is the Lightsaber Dojo is probably one of the best gaming experiences I have had in a good while. If you truly want to experience what it feels like to be a force-wielding, unstoppable motherfucker, this is the game that lets you have that experience. Seriously, from force-choking stormtroopers, throwing your lightsaber at enemies, and deflecting blasts with your saber, this game alone was what made me realize how much potential and fun VR gaming can be. Though as much fun as I had with the Meta Quest 2, obviously if I was going to buy a VR headset at an affordable price, I would be looking at the Meta Quest 3, which was released back in October. It shouldn't be surprising that the Meta Quest 3 is an upgrade in every sense. It has an increased resolution and refresh rates. It operates faster and offers a stronger graphical performance. It now boasts full-on mixed reality that lets you interact with the world around you rather than the grainy black and white view of the outside world that the Meta Quest 2 offers. So naturally, if I was going to buy my first VR headset, it would be the Meta Quest 3. Of course, it didn't take the likes of TikTok to magically begin showing me videos around this, and as depressing as it is that privacy is dead, it did actually help me with my research of just what the Meta Quest 3 can do. Firstly, mixed reality. I'm no expert when it comes to VR, but this seems like the big ticket item with how the Meta Quest 3 is being sold, and I can see why. I don't know if you remember Guitar Hero back in the day, but the concept was simple. The upcoming notes came down the screen, and you had to make sure you pressed the right button. Well, the Meta Quest 3 also has a feature like this, but imagine if you used it to play the piano. That's exactly what you can do. So you can throw on the headset, look down at the keys, and begin learning and play whatever songs you want to play. That alone blew my mind because it could basically change the way we learn how to play instruments. And then there's the fact that you can play mixed reality games with the environment you're in. Now, this feature alone could change how we play horror games, for example.
We have to survive as long as possible. That's the goal. I don't see somebody for now. Okay.
This video on your screen is from a YouTuber who has scanned up his apartment and is now playing a horror game within his own home. Already it looks terrifying, and what excites me is, where can this go? Do you remember playing Call of Duty Zombies for the first time? The utterly terrifying experience it offered when it first came out onto the scene. Well, now you can turn your home into a holdout and do everything you can to stop zombies from breaking into your home.
They're gonna break down the windows anyway, so we might as well just shoot the windows out. And they're gonna try to tear down the door. I can hear them all around me. Stay away from me.
Like, it's insane that this is what the Meta Quest 3 can now achieve, and it's one of the main reasons why I feel so sold on it. The question I have for those who have bought a Meta Quest 3 is, should I go ahead and buy it? So far, my research into buying one hasn't gone beyond zombie invasions and playing more Star Wars with it, but I'm interested in hearing what you've got to say. If you have one, do you have buyer's remorse? If you have no intention of buying one, what's holding you back? I won't lie, the chances of me buying one in the coming months are incredibly high because I have no financial control when it comes to shiny new toys. But will you push me off the ledge into buying one, or be pulling me off it? Let me know down in the comments what you think. I'm here to learn as much as I can about the Meta Quest 3. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also go ahead and give the video a cheeky like. Catch you in the next video. Peace.